Hey, this is Chris. I'm gonna start with teaching you guys some basics of archery. So the first thing I want to teach you guys is how to string your bow. I only have a recurve at the moment, so once I get a better bow or another bow up, I will teach you guys how to do that as well. Um, so when you're stringing your bow, you want to take one end. You got the loop right there. You want to take it, hook it on. Got some notches there for it to hook into. And you're going to take it, flip it over to the other side. And this is going to be harder to show. But you stick your leg over the bow, and I'll do another take of this in a moment. And you kind of pull it back towards you, leaning back, and then put your other end to the top, loop it on, just like that. Okay. And sometimes the other end will come off. It's not supposed to do that. Alright. So both ends should look like that. Now for this bow, it's got an arrow rest right there. And that is where your arrow is just going to sit whenever you have it pulled back. Okay. When you're shooting, you've got these fletchings here. These tell you how your arrow is going to lay on the bow, and they're different colored to help you figure out where you need to lay it. So when you're knocking your arrow, this bowstring's a little old, so forgive me. Oops. You want to lay these two matching fletchings on the. Let me turn it around here so you can see it better. You want to put those two fletchings flat or parallel with the bow there, so that when it goes past, anyway. So when you knock it, you'll have this little plastic piece or whatever. And this bowstring's very old, sorry. Like that, notch it on there like that. And I'm shooting with a hunting style, not so much a target shooting. Pull it back, put your thumb on your cheek. So your thumb is going to rest right here on your cheek, just below your earlobe. Pull it back. Fire. So next thing I'm going to teach with that is how you want to hold it. So let me get back over here. When you're holding this, you want to use 3 fingers. You wrap these two underneath and this one over top. Kind of keeps it in place. And you just use the tips of your fingers and pull with those. Okay. And you also want to push forward with your front hand and pull back with your second hand. The other thing you want to keep in mind is where your arm is sitting. So where this arm is sitting, you don't want it perfectly straight. Otherwise, you're just going to hit your arm. So you're just going to smack yourself in the arm. And you're going to make your arm really raw. And it's going to be uncomfortable to shoot, and your accuracy is going to go out the window. So, and the aiming part's kind of hard. I can't really show it from a third-person perspective. But if you're target shooting, you kind of go with your arrow shaft, using your finger to guide it. And I can kind of show that right now. Just use your finger to kind of point. You're not really looking down the arrow to aim, and then release. Nothing special about how you release it. You just kind of move your fingers back. Other than that, I think I covered the basics there. I'll probably make a second part to kind of give you a little more information, anything I left out. But that's kind of the basics of it. When you're done practicing, you always want to unstring your bow so that the string doesn't get so worn out like this. You can save it for a lot longer. And it's the same technique as restringing it, and let me see if I can get a better angle. Probably have to turn this around here. Let me see here. Just going to move this real quick. See my neighbor's yard there. Oh, I am struggling. All right. So, you are, whether you're restringing it or unstringing it, whatever, you just kind of stick your leg through, get it right about here, about your thigh on the upper part of the bow. Take your palm, push up, lean back, and lean back with it. Take the string off. I know it's kind of hard to see. I slide it down on the bow so it stays in place. And then you just release it. And it's the same thing in reverse. I'll show that to you again here. So just make sure you got that all lined up there. Let me step back. Place that down. Put your leg through. Push back. There it is. That's all there is to it, really. So with that being stated, I hope you were able to hear me. I know there's some wind and people mowing their yards and stuff. But, alright, that's all for today. I'll see you guys later.